Well, is fluoride bad enough to be banned from your water? We have seen areas say yes and then throw it out. We've also seen areas like Fort Myers vote to keep fluoride in the public's drinking water this week. And a lot of this back and forth started last year when Florida's Surgeon General, Dr. Joseph Ladapo, called for the removal of fluoride.
So I talked exclusively with Ladapo about the city's decision to hold off on removing fluoride from water. He told me he understands fluoride has been in water for over 70 years and change is hard. But he encouraged communities to have an open mind and to look into research.
It's not in dispute that fluoride is really good for dental health in terms of when it's applied topically. It strengthens teeth. That's great. That's wonderful. Dental health is very important. So that's not the issue. The issue is the systemic fluoridation of people. There's been a growing amount of research that shows a very clear association between fluoride exposure and health outcomes, adverse health outcomes, specifically neurotoxicity, specifically neuropsychiatric effects, and even effects in other organ systems, such as in the thyroid and the pineal gland.
At that Fort Myers City Council meeting, Councilwoman Teresa Watkins Brown raised the question we often hear about when we talk about removing fluoride. Could this hurt underserved communities? Critics say those areas don't have access to foods that provide fluoride or to dental care. I asked Ladapo for his take.
So I would say two things. I'd say first, it's just not supported by data. So, for example, the Cochrane Review actually explored that question of whether there was evidence of socioeconomic disparities with fluoridation and with fluoride, and they didn't find any evidence of it. That doesn't mean there's no evidence of it, but they didn't find any evidence of it. But secondly, I think that it's too myopic in its focus on fluoride. So dental health um, goes way beyond water fluoridation. There's access to toothpaste. There's access to just good education about good dental practices.
So I asked Dr. Ladapo, when did he first start to believe fluoride is not needed in our water? He told me recently, September of last year. That's when a federal ruling ordered the Environmental Protection Agency to strengthen those regulations. Now, the American Dental Association says fluoride in water is safe and it helps prevent tooth decay. You can watch more of my interview on Wink News this afternoon.